What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a little get ready with me for you all today. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so I figured why not do a little video of a get ready with me for a date night. There are a few steps that I like to follow when it comes to doing my makeup and things that I kind of like to stick to. So if you want to find out what those are and see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So the first step that I like to follow is remembering to keep the overall look natural and light and not doing anything too heavy or crazy. When it comes to my skin, I will just do one layer of foundation, conceal a few blemishes here and there, and that's kind of it. I don't do any harsh contours or anything like that, and remembering to just blend everything really well. So for my skin, I used two foundations. I took the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Natural and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Natural Buff. I like this one because it is a little bit more full coverage, but it can get cakey really easy. So I like mixing it in with the Tinted Moisturizer because that way this lightens up the coverage a little bit more. It makes it a little better consistency and easier to blend. So what I did is I mixed them both together in the back of my hand and then apply it with a large foundation brush. I've really been liking a brush like this because it does a really good job at blending it into my skin and not leaving any foundation lines behind. To finish off the base of my skin, I concealed and corrected. The corrector I use is the Bobbi Brown corrector in the shade Light Bisque. I've been using this for almost a year now. I love it. I apply this with my fingertips, and when you do that, it really warms up the product and lets it sink into your skin a lot easier and blends it out really well. And then for concealer, I use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. This is a little bit of a thicker concealer, so what I like to do is put some on the back of my hand, apply it with my fingertips, and then go in with either a synthetic brush or a sponge, and that way that'll just pick up any excess product or blend it into the skin a little bit better. Just to set my under eyes and my T-zone, I take a loose powder that I have. Right now I'm using the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. This really does make your skin look really smooth. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I'm not in love with it. I'm just kind of using it up, but it is it's not horrible. So I just take a big fluffy brush, put it on my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, and under my eyes. The next step that I like to follow is keeping your skin bronzed but light coverage. I don't like to do any sort of harsh contouring. I just like a bronzed skin, and the bronzer I make sure to choose is something light that goes really well with my skin tone but isn't too shimmery. And that would have to be the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's great. It blends out really well, and it's just the perfect shade for me. What I like to do is I take a duo fiber brush. I have the Sonia Kashuk number 115 brush, and I kind of blend it in, and I just put that right into my cheekbones, on my forehead, my jawline, and down my neck. And you want to make sure that it is really well blended. You don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. The third step would have to be my blush color. I like to keep it natural, but also a pink flush. The best color that I really like is the Stila Invertible color in the shade Lilium. This is a cream blush, so it's gonna sink into your skin really nicely. Because this is a cream blush, I like to apply it with my fingertips and then go with a sponge over it just around the edges. I do like to apply it a few times just so you do see it, and it's almost like you have a natural pink flush to your skin. Taking the sponge and blending it around the edges really helps to make sure that there aren't any lines. It blends into your skin really well. And for my highlighter, I just use the Benefits High Beam. This is a cream highlighter. And because this is a light pink shade, it goes really well with the overall look. And I like to just apply it with my fingertips and blend it out with a sponge if needed. Lastly, for the face, I powder again. I first take the Radiant Light shade, and what I like to do with this is I put it right on my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin, and that just really blurs out your face with any imperfections or your pores. It really blurs them out. And then to just finish off and set the highlighter, I like to take the middle shade, which is Incandescent Light. Then I like to just put that again on the high points of my face, on my cheekbones, my nose, chin. The fourth step that I like to follow is keeping the eyes natural and bright. I like to use a shade that's just a few shades darker than my skin tone, just in my crease and in my outer corner, and then go in with a shimmer on my lid. From the Tartelette in the Bloom palette, I took the shade Sweetheart, which is a pinky brown color, and I used that in my outer corner and in my crease. And then for my lid, I took the shade All That Glitters from MAC, which is a pinky champagne color, and I just put that on my lid and then blended out the edges. And then for my inner corner, I used the shade Shroom, also from MAC, and I took that in the inner corner to just open up the eyes a little bit more, and then also on my brow bone. I then took the Sweetheart shade again and blended that into my lower lash line. I didn't want anything too dark. I just blended it in the lash line just a little bit. And then what I also like to do is to use a powder liner instead of a liquid liner or a pencil. That way that just really keeps the look a lot more soft and light. So I took the shade Rebel, which is a warm mid to dark brown color, and I just took a pencil brush and smudged that into my upper lash line. And the fifth step is to have really big lashes. You could put falsies on. I can't do that, so I like to stick to a good mascara. Right now I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and this is just a great mascara, especially for the price. It makes your lashes look really big and long without making them look clumpy, which I think is key. You don't want clumpy lashes. So I just put a few coats of this on my upper lashes as well as my lower lashes, and that'll just really open up your eyes. To finish off the eyes, or just the brows, I use the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've already said this before. This is great, especially for lazy people. I don't really do anything to my brows in the first place, so this is just something to keep the look natural, but also sets your brows in place. And the last step that I like to stick to is making my lips look bigger while also trying to keep it looking natural. I like to use a pink tone just because I think that looks just the best when you're going for a more natural look. The lip liner that I use is Milani's lip liner in the shade Nude. This is a perfect lip liner for my lips. It's basically, I feel like it's my lip color. What I've been doing lately is overlining like half of my upper lip because it's not even, so I try to make it a little bit more even. So I line my lips with this, and then I go in with a pink lipstick. I'm using the Bite Beauty's Luminous Cream Lipstick in the shade Fig. This is a very pretty natural pink color, and I just put this on my lips. And that is it. Those are all the steps that I like to follow and stick to when it comes to getting ready for a date night. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like that button down below and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.